This video is going to be everything you need to be able to get into the mind of your customer or your client's customer and help you write better copy that is going to resonate with them, use the kind of language they use, and just turn into more sales. So getting right into it, I'm going to share my screen, and I created this fun little diagram. So this kind of shows you the key components of good copy. Good copy starts with a good offer. So you gotta have an offer that is actually solving a real life problem for someone. That is going to be the core fundamental. I mean, like if you have a really good offer, your copy almost doesn't even matter. But obviously you have to be persuasive if you want to scale. So starting with a good offer, then the voice that you speak in is really what this video is about. So speaking in the voice of your clients and of your client avatar is so crucial, because if you're like speaking to, let's say your demographic is like 40 to 50-year-olds, but you're using all this slang that like they don't even understand, they're not really going to resonate with that message. And vice versa too. Like if your target audience is 18 to 25 and you're speaking super formal and like super like, you know, grammatically correct, and it just sounds kind of like an English essay, it's not going to resonate with a younger audience. So the voice you speak in, it's more than just like what grade level you're speaking in or, you know, what kind of slang you're using. It's the actual like terminology and catchphrases and just slang that your audience uses. So there's a lot that goes into that. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. The CTA is really crucial. You want to make sure you get the CTA right. Like if you're pitching a $10,000 program, you're probably not going to sell it through an email. You're probably going to get them onto a sales call or 2 or 3 sales calls. And so having the right CTA is really crucial to converting people. And then the length of your copy is important. So you don't want your copy to be longer than it needs to be, but you also want to make sure that you fit everything in the copy that needs to be there as far as addressing the objections and really painting that end result. So the length of your copy is going to vary based on your target audience, based on your offer, based on a lot of different things that go into it. All right, so all of these components are the fundamental building blocks of good copy. Now we're going to talk about how you actually get to know the voice of your audience. All right, so these are all the key components. Going to minimize my video here. Okay, so this is what goes into finding your customer voice. And it's actually become so simple with the internet. So starting with social media, I wrote Instagram, but really you can look on Facebook, you can look on YouTube, you can look on TikTok, but I think Instagram's a really easy place where you can go, you can look at the posts that your target demographic, your target avatar is making. So read their posts, look at what they're saying, look at what their problems are, look at the comments they're making on your posts, what questions are they asking, what problems are they facing, what excuses are they making, because those are the things you want to address in your email copy, in your sales page copy, in your VSL. And then also conversations with your audience, like have DM conversations, do polls on your stories so that it can lead to DMs and you can really get to know your audience and use all of that and the way that they speak and the terminology they use and the problems they express, and let that go into your customer voice and the way you present your solution. Next, we're going to talk about Reddit. Reddit is just so authentic. It's kind of a scary place sometimes, but it's authentic. It's true. Like people are just honest there. And a lot of times it's because like they can kind of just be anonymous. And so nobody really has to hold them accountable. But if you go into Reddit, you can find the commonly asked questions. And it's the same as Instagram. You can find the problems. You can find the excuses people in your audience are making and just their biggest issues that they're facing when trying to accomplish their end result. And then also look at the answers. Like what's the feedback that other people in that same, you know, demographic are giving them. So use all of that, really study it, search commonly asked questions, search like niche specific things, and let that feed into your customer voice. Next, ChatGPT. This is my favorite way to use ChatGPT. So you can find the top questions, the top problems that your audience is asking. And I used this once. I had a client who had a fashion consulting business where she helped people start their fashion business. And so I had to script a YouTube video for her. And basically what I did is I went to ChatGPT and I just asked, what are the most common Google searches for people looking to launch a clothing brand? And then I also asked, what are the top problems that these people are having? And then I based the entire video script just addressing those problems. So it's really helpful that way. You can also find out what the market trends are. You can get like really good, like just statistical evidence. You can ask ChatGPT to pull from like certain sources or to cite certain sources. And that can be really valuable, just like trending, you know, facts to put into your copy. And then also ask it about what is the way that the market speaks. Like, what is the terminology? You can ask it to rephrase this in a certain kind of tone. That's really valuable like to be able to submit an email to ChatGPT and ask it to rephrase it in a different tone, or ask it, what are some things that wouldn't resonate with this group of people? What are some ways I could change it? Just play around with that, but use ChatGPT to do your market research and feed into your customer voice. And then finally, look at competitors. How are they talking to their audience? The best performing competitors. Don't look at competitors that are failing, obviously. That goes without saying. But look at what competitors are doing and look at the feedback that their audience is giving them. So look at their testimonials, look at their reviews, look at their branding, look at their social media posts, look at, like, join their email list and see how they speak to their audience, because they have the same target audience as you. So there's a lot to learn from what they're doing. And the best thing you'll hear from, like, the most successful entrepreneurs, I was just listening to Alex Ramosi the other day, and everyone says, like, don't reinvent the wheel. Just look at what's working and copy that. And so if your competitors are getting good results and they're speaking a certain way, it means it's resonating with their audience. And if their audience is the same as yours, then speak that way. So let that be a huge component in the way that you go about your customer voice and creating that copy that is going to resonate with them, because you want them to feel like when they read your email, like you're just like one of their friends. You get them, you understand their problems, you're part of the same group as them. And if you use their terminology and their language and their voice to do that, the trust is going to be so strong. So that's why having the right voice in your copy is so, so important. And like going back to this other diagram, it all stems from having a good offer, then presenting that offer in the voice of your client avatar, having a good CTA that is appropriate to that offer, whether it's book a call, whether it's learn more, whether it's buy now, whatever the CTA is, make sure it resonates with your offer and also with your client avatar. And then make sure the length of your copy is just like on point. Like, you don't need to write a whole 300-page essay to get someone to book a call. Like, 300 words is enough. So make the length enough to convey all the points needed and address all the objections they have and resonate with the audience, and then no longer than that. So hopefully this is helpful. I really love being able to get into the heads of my clients, and it's a lot of fun. So if you guys have any questions or you want help getting your own clients or help writing your copy, click the link below. I'm happy to jump on a call and see how I can help you. But have a great day. This video is super fun, so hopefully it's helpful for you guys. I'm just starting to use Miro and like make these little maps and stuff, and I'm having so much fun with it because I get to like put my brand on paper. So anyways, hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon.